And welcome to the blockchain basement. We are back, baby. Welcome to the show. Good morning. Happy Monday to everybody out there in the show. Please take your time to like this video and share this stream out, folks. We are going after it. There's been many things that I've left unsaid on the cultural, macroeconomic, and war side of life, and I cannot ignore this anymore. So many falsehoods I've heard talked about, but today's episode is actually going to be exposing a massive, massive problem with the U.S. economy relying on EBT and the payments there within the stolen money, the money that they take out of taxpayer dollars, out of your pocket, give to EBT recipients and receive an economic stimulus and a facade of economic growth here in the United States. We're going to be peeling all of these layers back of this onion and digging in deep to it. Welcome to the show, everybody. Got to give a huge shout out to the blockchain basement homies, the real ones that joined me on my first show back. Deucey responded immediately in the Discord, sharing out the show. Much love to you, brother. Kylo, what is up? Huck, good to see you. Green Day Profits out there keeping the world safe. DeFi crypto airdrops, keeping you in the know on how to get involved with DeFi on a very, very specific and tactical way. Huge shout out to you, Vet. I have to get on your show very soon, man. Loved listening to your show over the weekend and pop in every single time I can. Jers, what is up? Hopefully you got the message. You got an email. And let me know, Jers, if you need the email to get that Bitcoin IRA swag, because you won that swag last week. Ninja Glock, great name. Hopefully Glock's not discontinuing my favorite Glock 19. Saw that, kind of scary, right? Kind of scary thinking about not being able to get Glock 19s anymore, because it is the finest of all weaponry out there in terms of handguns, in my opinion. Oh, you know what, Isaac? He's getting ready to ship out. He's going to come by, say hello, say goodbye. I miss him too, man. Huge, huge shout out to Mr. Isaac. And I got some chaos brewing in the backgrounds that will probably shock people. Everyone from the blockchain basement's up and coming. Know about the importance and the colleague relationship that I had with Mr. Nick. And you know what? I'm not going to say too much. I digress. Let's get into the show. Everyone, make sure to smash a like now. Also, make sure you're following me on X. This is where you can find me trolling people in live time at Druth Crypto, calling out all the ridiculous things that have been said on X. And you know what? This is a very, very great thing. I heard Tom Bilyeu was also looking at this, so I just wanted to put the message out there. Indoctrination of our children into 1776 level of American values is a requirement. 5 years ago, we were inches away from tyranny actual. Do not fall complacent kings, all right? I mean every single word that I said just there. It is an important thing. Dramola, I'm gonna, stay tuned. I gotta keep it close to my chest. We're brewing. But you know what? Who else is brewing? James Nguyen, okay? James Nguyen is brewing out there. Huge shout out. He is shorting the market with size once again. Doesn't believe in the Sunday pump. Just low volume pump to full retail. Big week ahead. Big flush out. Brokies, right? I don't know if James is real or not. He follows me, tried to get me to change my last name to Win after I had a conversation with him. And I actually disagreed with him and all the other huge accounts on if Bitcoin was going to fall when we were at $107,000. He did hammer in $40 million chunk longs, and, he's lost a lot of money. Now he's looking like he's moving after it again. It seems kind of like a psyop. I don't even know if he's real or not. Even though I talked to him on the space in person, could be just a, freaking AI trading bot or something like that. Or I don't want to say what I was going to say next, but maybe some large dark funds are being moved around in that account. So here's Bitcoin, where we sit right now, $115,000. Not too bad. Right? Not too bad, but there is indeed a CME gap that we got to be cognizant of in terms of trading. I don't have any active trades on right now because I am cooking up so much more stuff for you guys in terms of content. Haven't even looked at the indicators, the signals, but the main thing that I'm keeping cognizant of, I am a bull, I am bullish, but we have a CME gap. CME gap officially sits from $112,300 up to $113,455. Now, how you locate a CME gap, Chicago Mercantile Exchange gap for Bitcoin trading, is you have to use the daily time frame and the ticker BTC1 ! Right? So I knew that this is here, but we may as well map it out as I move through my life and all the things that we're doing here in the world. So where's the little box action? I want to get the box. And I just kind of want to draw this out. Where the hell is this at? What is going on here? You know what? I'm just going to move this box. Because I already know that that's an important spot for Bouncy Bounce Town. Bouncy Bounce Town is serious. But this CME gap, I'm going to be watching for this. You know, the general market doesn't look too bad either, right? There's a mix of green and red. And if you chose the right coins, you're feeling decent so far this bull market. But there's been a lot of pain in altcoins. Let's check it out. Green Days, got the G22, absolutely delicious. And then the G17, both have been great. Not a single malfunction after thousands and thousands of rounds. This is why I am a Glock maximalist. Okay. This is why I'm a Glock maximalist. Because I've never had a stovepipe. I've never had any sort of issue, thousands of rounds, and making sure that it goes boom when you go click is very, very important, right? I love all the designs of all the other, don't get me wrong, they're beautiful out there. It's just, I want it to go bang when I want it to go bang, right? Now, let's move on here. Pain has been had over the weekend for the Bears, folks. $160 million worth of liquidations on shorts. And this was yesterday. I mean, just massive, massive chunks of liquidations happening. Huck Drew secretly owns an arsenal of off-brand high points. Okay, Huck. Okay, I see how
you are banned.
Believable. Okay, the store that I pick my what do you call them? Like the FFL pickups. They literally will charge me hundreds of dollars if I ever try to put a high point through their hands. Okay. DeFi crypto and airdrops. It looks like he took care of it for you, for me. But make sure not to gigaban them. Like, right, we save the gigabans and like the true deportations for people that truly deserve it, right? And that's a special slate that comes up. I'm gonna. Oh my God, Chinese ones too. You guys are out of here. All right, let's check out the watch list for crypto. Okay, so, and I will say this. Over the past few months, I have consolidated down my portfolio very, very heavily. I still hold a very small amount of Ondo, still hold a very, very small amount of Cardano, but I have insulated myself and my focus on the coins that I'm most concerned on their price action. This alt season has been harder than any alt season that we've ever encountered here in crypto, and I don't want to be spread too thin for where we are heading into the great unknown, right? There is no denying we are heading into the great unknown. Let me know in the chat if you want me to go after why that is. I've been on the watch list. I've been on the watch list. I am the watch list. And now also, you know, you're going to get me on a sidetrack here, but the algorithm that X has recently released, and I'm about to get banned. We need to find a place to have this conversation. We need to have a new conversation about the new algorithm for Elon Musk, and it's nothing I can talk about here. So here's the watch list right now. Bitcoin just under $115,000, ETH at 4,100, XRP at $2.65. Yes, even though I loathe XRP, I still hold some. And I have some incredible comments that I received over my weekend video on Discover Crypto that I'm going to be going over very specifically one by one. Also going to have to warn the local police department that I am susceptible to very angry XRP people. Chainlink at $18.38. Avalanche is almost getting caught up to by Chainlink, which is absolutely wild in terms of price. Aerodrome's been acting really, really nicely, trying to get back up to that dollar mark. Morpho, mentioned by the Federal Reserve, at a market cap of $725 million is absolutely insane. It's under $1 billion market cap, and the literal Federal Reserve was talking about my altcoin. I'm positioned well. Constellation DAG really has been disappointing in terms of price action. And then Lambo, this insane project on the arena that I'm holding here. It's just a little bit of chaos in the portfolio, but you know what? We're going to take a look at the top winners because I've seen some new, not really new ecosystems, but some surprising ecosystems waking up. The first and foremost one on the top gainers for today doesn't surprise me too much. It's Virtual's Protocol. Now, Virtual's Protocol is the groundwork and where a lot of AI agents are built out of, right? So it's, instead of being the gold miner, it's selling the picks and the shovels and the buckets to these AI agent development firms. And a lot of them find their beginnings off of Virtual's Protocol. Pi token, my scam, pumping again today. Still haven't sold it. Completely forgot that I even held it, but it's up by 12.3%. Zcash still cooking up, and a lot of privacy bulls are trying to push Zcash to 4-digit levels. A lot of conversations, even from Kobe on X, talking about $1,000 Zcash. What do you guys think? Is Zcash going to $1,000? Let me know in the chat. Yes or no, is Zcash going to $1,000? Now, other stuff, not pumping too much, but there's some pain being had here. Plasma XPL is down to 35 cents. Absolutely insane. Tether-backed product focused on stable coins just falling off the edge of a cliff. I didn't ever get any of it. Just been tracking its price action since release. It released above $1, but it's been a ride downhill for this. Also, 00 just released and is finding its own wonderful little floor. And Aster with a major pullback back down to $1. So there's some pain being in the markets right now, but generally things are kind of like equilibrium. People aren't sure if it's the bull market's being over. They aren't sure, really their head from their ass right now, because Bitcoin and crypto has never experienced or gone through stagflation, right? These are the realities of what we must acknowledge right now. I know a lot of you in the blockchain basement are here for the ethics of Bitcoin, the taking control of your own money and your own version of money being Bitcoin. I know that a lot of the community is insulated to that thought process, and so we have a much longer term vision of where crypto is going to go. But these price fluctuations do get the tourist freaked out, and they start selling their bags at Lowe's. It is what it is. There will be blood. There will be blood in altcoins. I never said it was going to be easy. And when I said about Trump coming in, he's going to break a couple eggs to make an omelet. He instead has used a Patriot missile and blown up my chicken coop. But I think there's a really big omelet being cooked inside my chicken coop as it smolders in the flames as things sit right now. We are here for the tech, silly rabbit. That's right. That is right. And this is the mindset that we held on to when Bitcoin was at 15K. It was the mindset that we held on to when Bitcoin hit 4K during flu season crash. And it's why we've made it so damn far in this market, even with all the blood and the guts of everyone, not everyone, but a lot of people out there getting liquidated, or, they're YOLOing into, really painful projects because they are looking for that $10 to $1,000 come up. And it's been painful for a lot of people that don't have that long-term vision. Shout out to Matthew Malik. Ooh, he might be showing up here too. But yes, having a vision of the real use case and how disruptive Bitcoin is a great way to stay away from the pain and the ups and downs of these next hot ticket items, right? Now, a main talk, and really why there is so much to talk about for me personally today here on this show, is the giant scandal that is EBT and SNAP payments. And we're going to peel this apart piece by piece to really go through it, okay? So it starts off with the USDA warning on SNAP benefits. Let's hop right into it. USDA USDA is warning SNAP directors of insufficient funds if the shutdown continues, okay? Let's read through this just a little bit. The U.S. Department of Agriculture sent notices to the State Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, aka SNAP, and its directors, warning them that there will be insufficient funds to pay benefits should the government shutdown continue after October. According to Axios, Ronald Ward, the acting associate administrator of SNAP, said in a letter obtained by the outlet that there's enough funding available for the benefits through the rest of the month. So they basically have, 3 or 4 days until they're out of funding. However, if the current lapse in appropriations continues, there will be insufficient funds to pay full November SNAP benefits. Approximately 42 million individuals, a whole hell of a lot of people, relying on SNAP benefits across the nation, they said in this letter. Ward also told state agencies not to start distributing benefits of SNAP recipients, electronic benefit transfers, EBT cards, for November until further notice. He attributed this to operational issues and constraints that exist in automated systems. Now, here's the incentive. So yes, the government is shut down. It's eking towards the longest shutdown in American history. The insane part about where we are as a society here in America is not only the 42 million people that are relying on SNAP benefits, it is the fact that for every dollar the US government extorts from me through taxes, each dollar that they take of that stolen goods put into EBT is actually incentivized at a corporate level, where the return in terms of GDP for every dollar they take from me, they get $1.50 back. Okay. That is the insane part. And actually seeing this government shutdown and the lack of EBT payments and SNAP payments outlook is actually concerning economists, because it's going to lower the GDP of America. The GDP of America, in part, is reliant on people continuing to be poor and requiring EBT and SNAP benefits for their food. And the food that you can get from these benefits is not healthy in and of itself, right? This is the insanity. This is the insanity. Let's keep reading on. So November SNAP benefits are a growing list of casualties and ongoing government shutdowns. On Friday, the Office of Management and Budget Director Russell Voigt wrote on X, RIF, or Reduction in Force Federal Workers, has begun. September memos, Voigt alerted agencies to start prepping for possibility of layoffs, specifically for programs not consistent with President Trump's priorities. There is going to be a massive, massive washout. And I do wonder why, cryptography experts are taken out of their positions, because there are portions of our government and government employees that are very, very good and important for continued American dominance, American intelligence programs. I hope that the Democrats and Republicans can come to a resolution, but it's not looking like it's very, very probable, right? And we got to read into the details here. Oh my God! What?
Ah!
How you doing, Matt?
I'm good. How are you?
Here, let me pull you over here. I'll just do this shot here. It's a little bit better.
Let me get a better camera going here. There we go.
Hey, there you go. Let's see how this one comes out. All right.
Much
nice
better.
Shirt. Nice
Look
shirt,
at my
buddy.
hair, for the love of God.
I can't believe you did your hair. Okay, I can't believe you did your hair, first of all.
I didn't do my hair. What? If this is what I did to my hair, I'd be a lunatic.
Good to see you, Matt.
Good to see you too.
Let's keep diving into this. I mean,
sure, dude, the food on the EBT cards is so nasty.
It's nuts.
So nasty. Oh, man.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? Let's go back in time. So during flu season, my family was pushed to the brink of, very, very hard financial times. Even though I put my life savings into Bitcoin when it was 4K, I refused to let go of it. And we had baby twins.
You can't sell for any reason, can you?
I can't sell Bitcoin for any reason. No, especially $4,000 Bitcoin. No. So in the context, back up, we had COVID mandates, requirements from me to jab myself, and I refused to. So I was fired from a company I helped build. And it pushed my family to a very, very stressful time. And at the time, we had twins coming up. So we received what were, I think it was the WIC program, if your wife is pregnant. And it was insane for me to realize that the only things that were available within the WIC program were things that were literal poison.
Right? They all had to have something chemical in it that would kill you.
Absolutely. And it was just the only thing that I could get off of the WIC program that wouldn't hurt my kids is Banana Nut Crunch. And it was really, really quite aggravating, man. I don't know if
Banana Nut Crunch, right?
I like Banana Nut Crunch.
I do too, but
decent.
You can only have so much.
It's decent.
In LA, they basically tried to get everybody to take government money, right? Because no one could work. They shut everybody down.
Right.
It wasn't even about whether you got the jab or not. It's just, hey, you can't work anymore. Yep. So my friends finally told me that even though I was an independent contractor, I applied. So the last day I applied for the government money, and I was the only one that got approved.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Instantly.
It's insane.
And they sent me that card for the EBT. I wouldn't use it. I took the money. I wouldn't use that because it was literal death food.
Yeah. And it's a way to keep people beat down, sick, and not able to
the government's control.
Right. Under the government's control, unable to fight back. And there's more to this, Matt. Let's read into this. Matt Walsh put this out. EBT should just be abolished outright. 95% of the people on the program could easily feed themselves. They just don't feel like making the effort. The other 5% can rely on charities, soup kitchens, food drives, churches, etc. The program is a disaster. Get rid of it. Then Sabrata Mana put more words on here. EBT turned into a $120 billion black hole yearly. USDA fiscal year 2024, propping up laziness while real Americans grind 2 jobs just to scrape by. This is absolutely the truth that I went through during COVID. I had to take 3 jobs to feed my family because I built a great life out for them on the job that I had that ended up forcing me out over the jab.
Get out of because you wouldn't take the jab.
Right. Yeah. And I had to work 3 jobs to keep that money, that food on the table for him. I did it, right? It was something I had to do.
And I couldn't sell drugs because, dare.
Fair. Absolutely fair. And the crazy thing about this, he's talking about $120 billion black hole yearly. The crazy part is that we spend $8 billion a month on these EBT and SNAP benefits.
A month?
A month. And also, we only have a $6 billion war chest of funds should the government shutdown extend into November. So they basically have 3 weeks of bandwidth. But the problem is that emergency funding is only able to be tapped if it's an emergency, natural disaster, war, all of those types of things. That's the only way that they can actually access that $6 billion of war chest. So reading on, because this is the devil's in the details here on what's going on. This is propping up laziness while Americans grind those 2 jobs and hustle. Freebies breed dependency. Scrap it and unleash churches and soup kitchens that the Fed folks pre-1964 would have done without the fraud circus. Now, the amount of taxes that I have to pay, that the average person has to pay, even if we do have throughput to help our community, the amount that the government is taxing us right now is taking the ability away from me to be my brother's keeper, to be that community help that we really need to shine out. I can't dump that money that I'm paying towards the government in taxes into, let's say, sourdough food production or upping my chicken egg production. It takes away that ability, that throughput for me. And really, the government and this systemic reliance that they've designed is essentially stopping communities from taking control of this situation right now.
They want everything to be federal. They don't want anything to be local.
Absolutely. And we got to read on. We got more. So poor households are also allowed to enjoy soda like anyone else. But this claim way off. USDA data shows 2011 shows SNAP households spent $357 million on all soft drinks. Coca-Cola's revenue that year was $35 billion. So they made up 1%, not 25%. I've seen all the Coca-Cola highlights that they made 60% of their profits from SNAP and EBT. It's not quite true, though. They do receive a lot of purchasing from EBT and SNAP benefits, and Coca-Cola shouldn't even be available on EBT or SNAP or WIC or any of these programs. It is literal poison. It's a product that is used to clean rust off of my tools. It's nasty. Absolutely insane. It's disgusting. So, that being said, here's the devil in the details and the ugly stats. Welfare by nativity and the legal status. So here is U.S.-born headed households in the comparison to 2020 survey of income and program participation. These are how many people are using welfare systems in America. Now, the yellow is the U.S.-born citizens, which is 39% of any welfare. The blue is legal immigrant households. Okay. They've gone through the process of being a U.S. citizen. There are legal immigrant households making up 52%. But then the illegal headed households are making up nearly 59%. Absolutely insane. When you see the discrepancy, but how many people?
That doesn't equal 100%, does it? That's
right. No, it's of the total aggregate that are in the country of each section of people, right?
Got it.
So when I've talked about this before, why deport people? Why have borders closed? Why understand how many people are here in the United States? It's important to know how many people are going to require this welfare and how many people are going to require these benefits here in the United States. If you're blind and you just allow the entire world to come on in, you're not going to have any idea how much money your government's going to need to pay for their benefits and keep them from civil unrest. Well, guess what? You know what? We have some warnings coming out about this EBT and SNAP benefit shutdown that are hitting mainstream media, hitting TikTok, and we're going to have a listen. Okay, we're going to have a listen.
Y'all better lock y'all cars at night, lock your cars, lock your house up. If you're one of them people that just leave your car unlocked, parked in your driveway, you better lock it. With the food stamps being gone and people not going to have people going to eat, okay? Nobody's just going to, this is 2025, nobody's just not going to eat. Food stamps, I'm telling you right now, even with the government shutdown and the food stamps and stuff being gone for next month, and it's going to affect everybody, there's about to be a lot of stuff going on, okay? I'm not even going to talk about it too much because, hey, you know what's about to happen. Lock your cars, lock them.
Lock your car.
It sounds like hide your kids, hide your wife.
It does sound like hide your kids, hide your wife, right? Yep. But, you know, there is a societal notion that I've acknowledged for many, many years is this society in America is only a few missed meals from extremely bad behavior. And the subsect of people that are built into reliance on these programs that are now shut down, in my opinion, are more susceptible to go commit violent acts and to go commit burglaries, to go basically commit criminal activity to make up for their lost government cheese, right? So it is something to think about. I do implore people to take this moment in American society very, very seriously, because the complacency bias is real. Mm-hmm. And I said it at the beginning of the show, we came inches away from tyranny actual during the COVID lockdowns, and we are still inches away from civil unrest, right? We have a 20-headed hydra of reasons why people are pissed off here in America, be it on the right, the left, the libertarian, the boogaloo boys, they all have reasons for being mad right now. It's just be cognizant of these things and take note of them, right? Matt, I had to troll crypto Twitter this weekend. I don't know if you you saw it?
Yep.
Okay. But this one, I don't think anyone
else, though, please.
Look at this. So crypto bros are out here taking their McDonald's stuff off.
Yep.
This is my version of it. You take it off and you're joining ICE. I just had to highlight it.
Did you see that McDonald's tweeted Avalanche as a joke and said they can all the AVEX bros can get jobs at McDonald's?
Did they really?
Swear to God.
Holy God.
Because one of the AVEX guys tweeted McDonald's as a joke, saying, hey, we might all need jobs soon. And then McDonald's replied.
Oh, my Lord. You know, it's kind of crazy seeing AVAX at $20 while Chainlink's catching up to it, right? Kind of crazy.
But, you know.
Kind of crazy. I think AVAX is going to have its run. You know, we're just not there.
They're the slow bus. They're
the slow bus. Well, oftentimes, like, they're not. Like, when AVAX wakes up, it really wakes up.
Bananas. Yep.
Right. Like, it went from $10 to $52 in what felt like a blink of an eye at the beginning of 24.
Yep.
It recently just peaked out at like $35, and now it's fallen all the way back down to 20.
Earlier in the year, it went from 15 to like 39 in 10 minutes, literally.
Yeah. And I actually I feel more enticed to buy a little bit of AVAX at these levels.
This is, I put out, and I said at 19, it was a very good buy.
Yeah. So. I mean, I like AVAX for the long. I think it's going to be around for some time.
Oh, it's not going anywhere because of all the government contracts they got now.
Right. And this is the basement, Matt. So we get to dive into all of the deportations, everything going on.
Oh, good.
This is Secretary Noam talking about 4,300 illegal aliens were arrested just in Minneapolis. Let's have a listen to this. Chaos becomes.
First off, God bless Donald J. Trump and Kristi Noem for what they're doing. You just referenced the number 4,300 illegal aliens since just January, Bill. And what you didn't add.
That's in one city since January. Okay, 4,300.
These are murderers, these are human traffickers, and these are people who have committed sexual assault. And it's all because of the failed leadership of Tim Walz and Keith Ellison and all these others that literally had no problem with open borders and made Minnesota a sanctuary state. They have literally invited this in. And it's deep, Bill. You not only have the 4,300 illegals, but the FBI has recently uncovered some very serious immigration fraud. I think they're up to 250 cases and just, falsifying records, etc. Minnesota has become a haven for this type of illegal activity. And God bless our ICE agents and our president and Kristi Noem for going.
Sharia law has no place in the state of Minnesota and the city of Minneapolis. Flat out. And I have friends.
We've got it in Detroit. So.
They have it in Detroit too? Are you serious?
That's where Dearborn, Michigan is where it started first.
Holy. Minnesota.
The two Islamic Congress people come from Dearborn and Minnesota.
Yeah. That's insane. That's multiple American cities. And I have friends in the music industry.
2 of the 3 school districts of the city.
That's so sad. That's so sad.
The Muslim calendar, everything. Like,
I have friends in the music industry that they grew up, they were part of the music industry in Minnesota, Minneapolis. They can't even go back. They can't even go back to the city. It's
thankfully the mayor of Detroit didn't allow one immigrant to be sent here by the Democrats. So
God, it's so sad, man.
Not sad for everybody here, but it's sad for everybody else.
Why? And elections matter. Trump is talking about we know everything about the 2020 election, saying that it is directly rigged and stolen. Oh my God! Did you was that a cat?
Yes, that was a cat. I'm very sorry.
No, it's fine. That's great.
On the table. It was about to knock my monitor over.
He's urging the Department of Justice to pursue it with gusto as the biggest scandal in American history. Those charts out of Wisconsin, the statistical impossibilities that put Biden into his place to begin with, it looks like Trump is pushing the Department of Justice to actually pull the veil away from people's eyes. And, they talk about the end of times, the revelation, it's the great revealing, right? Revelation doesn't mean the burning of all things and the end of all things. It means the revealing, the veil being lifted from the eyes in front of us. DC just dropped me what is that, like a cookie or something? Or
I want a cookie.
Oh my God, what is this? It's like an apple fritter. Oh Lord, oh my. This is like a custom cat apple fritter, I think. All right. So now it looks like Trump's going to take care of that. The psyop that we knew was a psyop might be dealt with. And it's also being talked about by, it looks like Patrick Bet-David with further details. Trump's not worried about discovery of the Epstein scandal either. The Wall Street Journal's lawyer attempted to settle a $10 billion lawsuit over Epstein's birthday card with Trump. And Trump said, nah, fuck you. We're not settling. Let's get to the bottom of it. Let's actually listen to this snippet from Patrick Bet-David. This is very, very fascinating. I went through the interview with Ghislaine and all the things that she specifically said about Trump. And it was very, very loose connection, correlation stuff. So I want to listen to that.
I love that happened as well. President Trump sues Wall Street Journal for releasing whatever that letter is that he's saying is not accurate for $10 billion. Wall Street Journal's lawyers come to the president just yesterday.
Are they settling?
Asking to please dismiss it. Trump goes to his lawyers and says, no, we're not settling.
Yeah, he shouldn't. It's slander.
Right. Go back and let's get to the bottom of this. So this is probably not a good look for Wall Street Journal. And this just shows that Trump is sitting there saying, hey, if you think this is real, so the market can look at this and say, President Trump's not worried about discovery. Holy shit. So maybe that's not real. This is not a good look for Wall Street Journal that they're coming wanting to dismiss this.
I'm super interested to see if Trump actually does pull this off. Full discovery means that we'd actually get that list Veteran Crypto's calling out for.
That would be a sneaky way to get the list without having to be the person fully responsible for it.
That's true. That is very, very true, right?
So if he's under political pressure to not release it by his own team, that would be a sneaky way to do it without their knowledge or without their control.
Absolutely. Like he has no choice in the matter.
He wouldn't have a choice. He wouldn't.
Yep. Pretty interesting take. Pretty interesting take there. Now, obviously, Milei won the election out in Argentina, and the market in Argentina is surging up 25% at open today.
He won big, didn't he?
He did. Milei won. The party won for President Milei in their midterm election. It looks like they're rallying. It's kind of interesting. Remember, Scott Bessent actually swapped out a bunch of currency for Argentinian currency, and now that currency is up by like 10 or 12% now. Scott Bessent's insane. He's literally a currency general. Be interesting to see how they end up playing that. And we had U.S. national debt surging by $1 trillion in just 76 days as the financial watchdog is issuing a warning to Congress. And, the idea that Trump's going to be able to stop this cataclysmic debt spiral, I think, is false. I don't think that there is any escaping the debt going to $50 trillion over the course of the next 10, 20 years. The reason why is because the US government has to print 10 to $20 trillion to increase the power production here in the US by implementing and re-implementing nuclear power and putting AI aggregate out there in the general population. They're going to do this to put as many Americans out of work as possible. This is why we must shift our focus in what we're capable of so that we can find upside, find employment in this new world that's being designed, because a lot of it, what can be automated, will be automated. And this debt spiral is going to continue spiraling out of control, unfortunately. And with that, there are leading indicators that U.S. unemployment is again heading higher. Small business job openings fell in September to the lowest since COVID's crisis. Absolutely insane. Now, Matt, we hear so much about how the Wall Street S&P 500 is new all-time highs. Economy's better than ever, and yet jobs for the average person are hitting levels that weren't
far
seen.
between.
Right. This is more proof that what I'm saying is real, that the majors in this economy and even mid-sized and small businesses are using AI to outsource what they can. And so this is why we must pivot into understanding markets, trading, crypto, even things that have good upside on the Wall Street side, like energy stocks, rare earth minerals, all the things that go into becoming and retaining American dominance. I'm betting that Trump's not going to let his ego go. I'm betting that the next president, be it Democrat or Republican, is going to go down that same path. And I've deemed it here first years ago. This is the new Deal that we need to be invested in to stay afloat, right? Stay afloat.
I think the most promising situation is that Trump intends to use crypto to get us out of national debt, right? I think
to a degree, yeah.
The most optimistic view of it is that that's been his plan, and it's all been derailed by a year because at the end of the day, he thought Russia would be the first domino to fall. Russia.
Well, XRP Max,
there would have been a poly market on peace in the Middle East or peace in the Ukraine. It would have been 98% to Ukraine. No one would have picked the Middle East over that. Right?
Oh, no. But, this is where the insanity of crypto bros comes in, Matt, because I've been fighting with XRP Maxis all weekend.
Yeah, I got
a lot of them truly believe that Trump's going to replace the Federal Reserve and the monetary system with XRP and solve our debt crisis literally with XRP. And I'm a conspiracy theorist enthusiast, just like any other guy. I enjoy conspiracy theories, but sometimes you just need to pull your head out of your ass and realize that the existing financial system is not going to go away without a physical removal, right? That is the basic thing that we're looking at right now. Welcome to Thunderdome. I mean, DeFi, crypto, and airdrops. We have such a interesting background when it comes to XRP, and he's out there fighting the good fight with me on the front lines against the XRP maximalist. Shout out to you, veteran crypto.
I did a show with Zcash last night. It's definitely going to flip everything.
You like Zcash?
I did a show with somebody who's been holding Zcash since $8.
Oh, really? Well, of course, someone like that's going to feel like it could flip everything.
Yesterday.
I mean, I do enjoy seeing the shift towards a wish and a focus on privacy come back to crypto, right? Crypto, it has an ability to retain our privacy and to retain our sovereignty. Zcash, Monero, products like that exist, but they were long overlooked, right? Everyone was chasing pump fun.
Zcash caught up to Monero yesterday.
Did it really?
It did. Dude, I found a boomer website that lets you connect. You know how you have that website that lets you like trace market caps? There's a boomer version that's like super easy for me.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I like it.
MC.xyz.
Yeah. I want Zcash to break $1,000. I want.
Oh, it's going to at the rate it's going. It's going to eat. It's 1,500 is like the minimum I see.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's erased years of downturn with a single
moments in like a day.
Right. It was like 1 month. Well, let's go look at the chart. Let's go look at the Zcash chart. May as well. Okay. Let's hop on into it. Let's go. Let's check it out. So here's Bitcoin. I got to get this out of the way. Daily is actually looking really good, you guys. All right. So Zcash. Let's go. Here's ZEC. And let's get it paired up with Tether. Bam. All right. Jeez. Good. Googly moogly. All right. So on the month, oh my God.
Look at that.
Wow. Absolutely incredible. It's about to break all-time highs. It is about to break all-time highs. Do I hate myself for not having any of this? Yes. Am I happy to see it growing and overtaking projects that literally do nothing and provide nothing to the ethos of crypto? Also, yes. I am happy for every single person out there that bought this dip. I did not do it. I commend you for doing so. And this thing in 2 months.
Can you share my screen really quick? I want to show you something.
900% in 2 months. Let's get your screen up here. That's a big bubble. That's
Last night it was 50% of the whole thing.
Jeez Louise.
And if you simply put it right here, what's ZEC?
Mm.
And what is it that what did the stage think it's going to flip? It said it's going to flip Ripple.
Oh, I mean, people are saying it's going to flip a lot of
ADA. Okay, if it flips Cardano, we've got a $1,500 price target.
Yeah.
All-time high, 5,000.
Yeah, and this thing, I don't know if Crypto Tony's looking at the right chart or not. This thing absolutely did. It is breaking into all-time high territory. It released right around 56. Let's go here to Coin Market Cap so you can look at it.
1 month chart.
That's the monthly chart.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, that's the monthly chart.
Never
2
seen
months.
a green candle in a month like that ever.
2 months. And I think Crypto Tony is talking about when it was originally rolled out. Look at this. It started as an ICP. It came out at $4,200. But a lot of these charts don't show that background history, like here on, I think this is OKX. But people never gave up on it through that giant sell-off. And now it gets everything it deserves. All the people that were buying this thing at the extreme lows, you know what? Absolutely excellent work. It started out like an ICP. Absolutely. But as you know, what Crypto Tony's looking at is the actual original Zenith.
What was its all-time low? What was its all-time low?
Let's go look. Let's go look here. I think it was down in like the 20. God, it was like $20, like 15 here. Wow. Jeez Louise. Yeah. I know some people were buying it at like $8-10. You know what I mean? Now it's at 358. Good things can happen to those who have confidence, who have conviction.
Patience and confidence.
Absolutely. And that is a big part of the game, right? You have to have a thesis and stick to it to really find the $10 to $1,000 moves. You have to have conviction to get there. You absolutely have to have conviction. A lot of people liking your kitty, Matt.
My kitty's unstoppable. There's nothing I can do. I've tried everything to stop. She finds a way on this table.
Don't try to stop her. Don't try to stop her.
As long as she doesn't knock over my monitors, I'm happy. You know, last night she nuked my speakers completely off the desk.
What's the cat's name?
Well, Princess, but she goes by Ducky.
Ducky. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that from the duck races? Oh yeah. So you guys know, on the arena, we better link them to the arena.
Yes, we should.
We spend most of our time racing ducks. I'm not going to lie. And people that win the duck race literally get paid in the chat meme coins or Avalanche or
arena
crypto, right? So if you want to join us on the duck races, that's actually what me and Matt are going to be hopping over to do, is to literally race ducks and give money away to people. And it's a very wholesome environment, right? It's a very wholesome environment. Racing ducks. Sometimes you just need to sit back, relax, have some fun with friends. Rebel has never won. Well, you better keep trying, Rebel. You know,
Rebel, you won once the first day. Yes, you did. You won the first day.
It's nice to like back up and just go race ducks, you know, once a day, because there's so much heavy information out there, Matt. Like now people are talking about aliens being here. They're demons. If they are aliens, they're demons, in my opinion. They're talking about green comets hitting over Moscow. Just so much insanity. We also had,
but you know, AI, how do you know if anything's real? Like,
for sure, right? Like, why get wrapped up in things that I have no literal control over?
And you can't even verify if you wanted to.
Right. Exactly. So, you know, I in essence, I feel like Project Bluebeam is more real than all of these alien things going on right now. I think the government's intention to psyop people and or convince them something is crazy is on the way down and to lock down the hatches. That intention is probably stronger than an alien's intention to come here and mess with our little planet. And I keep calling them aliens. I want to say demons. Kitty agrees with me too. Someone renamed themselves to Kitty too. Oh my God, it's begun, Matt.
Oh no,
it has begun.
Kitty Duck, Ducky.
Oh my Lord.
It's only a matter of time before somebody launches a Ducky coin. So
there's a lot of heavy stuff going on in the world. Like 2 Navy aircraft went down. I think it was Warrior was talking about it's likely bad fuel. My wife was thinking it was electromagnetic pulse weaponry from China being used. It was kind of a dark thought what my wife had about the U.S. Navy aircraft being taken down by electromagnetic pulses
EMPs
while trades are going on. What's that?
EMPs from space?
No, from China. Okay. No, from China.
On the ground, okay.
Yeah, I mean, the idea that China would strike down some Navy aircraft while we're in major trade negotiations, it didn't seem like something China's not capable of doing. It just seemed like something
sloppy by them, though.
What's that?
It would seem a little sloppy.
A little sloppy. Yes, a little sloppy. Absolutely.
If it was me, it would be somebody trying to destroy the Chinese-U.S. talks. Another third party.
Yeah, and if you haven't noticed, America's kind of shifted their. Oh God, is she coming back?
She's gonna try.
Okay, America's kind of shifted their focus to South America with our fleet. We actually deployed the Gerald R. Ford Carrier Strike Group to the Caribbean region. Pentagon announced this on Friday. The move comes in support of the president's directive to dismantle transnational criminal organizations and counter narco-terrorism in defense of the homeland. A lot of our military focus seems to be actually focused in on stopping cartels, stopping this drug flow from coming into the U.S., and you don't hear much of the U.S. naval interest in Taiwan at this point, right?
Correct.
And you know what? I don't hate that. I really, really don't hate that. I am a nationalist. I think that we should focus nationally on our own problems here in the U.S., and we should get our hands out of everyone else's cookie jar. That's what I kind of feel like. We have enough problems.
Even Japan and Taiwan, which keeps us a stranglehold over China.
You know what? We have Taiwan Semiconductor in Arizona, which produces wafers for only 10% more cost. And that is without the EPA guidelines being taken away. Because the only real reason why we don't go take our own rare earth minerals here in the U.S.
We don't have the processing plants yet. Yeah.
Well, we don't have processing, but also EPA guidelines make it highly unprofitable to do so.
Shocking.
If we took those shackles off of ourselves, if we really got pushed into a corner,
and we could do it in 4 years. We could do it in 4 years. Yeah,
we could do it in 4 years, probably less, right?
If we probably less if we absolutely were in like a wartime scenario. Yes,
and that's where a lot of people are in this delusion that China is just going to bull moose over America. I really, really doubt it. Like if it came push to shove and this did turn to a kinetic warfare between America and China, we'd have those industries up and running within about 2, maybe 3 years, right? So, you know, a lot of people are just doubting that America can forge forward against China in this tug of war on who's going to be the next superpower. You know, the main thing that I see culturally is a suicidal empathy of Western civilization, and Elon Musk actually was highlighting this weekend, which I found very fascinating that he's staying on this. Suicidal empathy is killing Western civilization. It's good to have empathy, for sure, right? But we cannot allow our empathy to be abused to the point of extinction. And he's highlighting a story about a Swedish politician who fought for equality and open borders becoming beheaded in Congo.
Shocking.
Zaida Catalan. Yeah.
Who could have predicted that?
It's insane, right? It's someone that wants to, you know, be equitable and equality for all, but then they go to the place that they're trying to support and their head gets literally lobbed off. So when we see the Liberal Party in the UK trying to link arms and be kumbaya with the Sharia law enforcers, Sharia law and that section of society wants nothing to do with liberal intention. They literally are on the opposite spectrum of what liberals stand up. So this is where people are.
It couldn't be more different.
It is. I mean, like they're throwing gays off of roofs, right?
They believe in slavery today. Slavery
It's
is
crazy.
cool with them. So
It's crazy. So, you know what? I hear a lot of crypto bros out there talking about, we need to hit the next big altcoin and move to Dubai and to just disappear forever. This is what your soul needs, not Dubai. Your soul,
Dubai. Can I give you guys Dubai? Oh,
this
I
is
was
what
there
your
during
soul
COVID
needs.
for a month, and while it's comfortable because it's nice stuff, I mean, it is so just depressing. Just money for money's sake with nothing real.
Yeah.
Everything's fake.
Yeah.
Everything.
Right. Money doesn't solve all your
No
problems.
culture, no like history, right? It's just new money extravaganza.
Yeah. This house is
it.
just like veteran cryptos as well. When I set out to escape Colorado, I wanted woods. I wanted to be heard. And I found a nice balance in that. But, this society finds itself quite depressed right now. And often these depression symptoms are a result of not going to the gym, not getting enough sleep, not eating correctly, eating bad food, spending too much time on your phone, and also having zero purpose.
Hey, stop talking about me.
Okay, Matt, you know what? I think we have a purpose. I think you drive a pretty good purpose. But you can start in baby steps, getting to the gym. And I know I've talked to you about food.
How about just eating healthy? Yeah.
Eating healthy is a great, great start, right? So fighting back against depression here in America is a very important thing to do. I think a lot of the society is finding depression because of the way we live, right? So I do implore you, if you are listening to this show and you haven't taken action on any one of these steps, just choose one. Just choose either going to the gym, getting better sleep, eating better food, maybe just putting the phone down for a little bit more often than you're used to putting the phone down for, or just finding a long-term purpose. I think doing those things will help you really find your way out of depression. And also buying XRP is a great way to cause depression.
That's a great way to cause depression. I was going to say, Lord have mercy. Like, please, Drew, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me.
Matt, we got to get a link for the arena. Okay.
Here, do you want me to?
Drop it in the chat.
Shouldn't we use yours?
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, just drop a link to our arena account.
Okay, fine. I'll drop one to our live stream. Yeah.
Right. Because it's a social network built on top of Avalanche. I like Avalanche and I like SocialFi. The idea that we can
It'll
trade.
be multi-chain soon, by the way.
It's going multi-chain as well?
It will.
Okay.
Soon, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. If you want to go in there and you want to race some ducks with us, if you want to win some crypto, then hop in there.
If you get in right now before version 2 comes out in the first week of November, you're setting yourself up perfectly.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, the arena token's down too as well, but it's so crazy because there's hundreds.
Time to buy.
Right. There's thousands, if not people on there. And the token's down. So
I dropped it in the chat.
All right, let's make sure I pin that up to the top of the chat here. Where is it at? It's taking a little bit of a lag. Let's see here. Is it coming?
Oh wait, I'll drop it in our chat. Sorry, I meant I dropped it in the chat of the YouTube. There we go.
Yeah.
There
well, drop it somewhere. I'm not seeing it here. Are you blocked off my channel?
No, the private chat. I just dropped it in our private chat.
Oh, okay. All right, let me see here. Let me go private chat, and then I will link this because this is me and Matt's arena-based show, and we race ducks. You know what?
We do more than race ducks, but we do like to race ducks.
You know what? We should label one of the ducks XRP, and then one of them Chainlink, and then one of them.
We could do one without people, with just all the blockchains. See who wins.
Right. That might be kind of fun. All right, so I'm going to pin this. I'm going to pin this to the chat. If you guys want to join us on the blockchain, or Drew and Malik is what we call it, but it's the fam. You know what I mean? It's the fam. The arena link, I'm going to drop it in our description for this video as well for everyone that's watching this show after we are live.
The title actually is Drew and Malik in the trenches.
Drew and Malik in the trenches. That's right, baby. So thank you very much for joining me on this show, Matt. Thank you
for having me today. And
absolutely.
My cat thanks you all. Thank you.
Kitty is a real thing. Hey, Elevator Man. Oh my God. Dude, I actually wanted to call Elevator Man this weekend. He's dropping memberships. I was literally thinking about you, bro.
Holy Bazzoli.
Literally thinking about you. Thank you for supporting the channel. This is my first show back on a basement-specific show. If you want to catch the 2:30 on Discover Crypto, you got to go to Discover Crypto. I'm focusing the basement content here 11:30, and then also focus crypto content on Discover Crypto 2:30. But we race ducks and we buy insane meme coins every single day on the arena as well. So we drop the link in there. Go to the arena, win some crypto. I'm super excited, and thank you for dropping those.
People that come over will be given arena.
Oh, first 5 people that show up from this show are going to get arena tokens?
Yep.
Okay, cool. All right, man. Well, I love you guys. Appreciate you. Stay based, okay? This is a super exciting time for me to be alive, to see all of the things that we have to discuss culturally, macroeconomically, and within crypto. I am so excited to get this going again for you guys. So stay tuned. We're going to be back again live tomorrow, 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And until next time, I bid you adieu.